evening, radio fans, and welcome back to another episode of Davey Mac's Tales from the Satellite. This one's probably going to be the most erotic one we've done so far. I'm the star. No, wait, we're going to run that back.
No, we're not. We're not. You're going to keep your stupid introduction. We're not going to run anything back. Just fix it.
There you
fix
have it, folks.
Right here.
Eastside Dave has said, I am officially the star of the show. And joining me as the host, as always, Eastside Dave McDonald.
The host, the star, the founder, the originator, and the concept creator of this series is me, Eastside Dave McDonald. But Robert's definitely the star producer, I would say. You have been doing a star.
You know what? I'm not going to fight you on that one.
There you go. Robert is the star producer. And I'll tell you, all the things in the Davey Mac universe surprisingly going well. Though my life is falling apart, the professional stuff is I mean, we've been doing fantastic Davey Mac sports programs lately. And I have to ask you to make sure that you're sharing all of those. You're spreading the word. You know, you're giving the likes on the Twitter. You're giving the likes on the YouTube. You know, give all those likes and those thumbs ups and the sharings and the whatnots. And then the same goes for Modern Day Man with Eastside Dave and Aaron Berg, also produced by Bobby Tamburo. That show's going extremely well. Robert, something happened the other day that I didn't like, which is Modern Day Man. We released it on Friday. And I noticed, you know, maybe there wasn't a lot going on in radio world or podcast world. And the only thing that was happening that was of any substance was Modern Day Man. We get like 400, 500 views on Friday. And then I check on Monday and it's like 280. And I think it's like YouTube does this thing where if you get a whole bunch of likes at once, they don't believe that they're real or something. I've noticed it on my shit on at Eastside Dave TV, where we'll put out like a fucking sports program. It'll get, you know, in 2 days, it'll get like 300 views, right? And
Yep.
I consider the DMSP more of a podcast, you know,
audio. Yeah.
Audio podcast. But at the same time, we've got a little bit of a visual element and we incorporate some visual, and it's fun to look at me and Roy and Robert. So, you know, but it's not the end all be all. But then when I see it's happening on Modern Day Man, I go, you son of a bitch, YouTube. You fuck around with the Dave Man all you want, because everyone else on this planet has. But you leave Modern Day Man alone. On Friday, we had 400 views. As of today, it's like 280. Like I said, what? How is that happening? And remember years ago, I'm going to tie it back into the Ron and Fez thing. Because years and years ago, well, we go back in the archives and look up the Shorty Awards episode. We did a whole episode about me jumping up, pulling a Kanye West at the Shorty Awards, right? Same thing happened with the Shorty Awards, where I was like destroying everyone in the weird category. I was nominated for a Shorty Award for best weird Twitter account.
Makes
and
sense.
I had something like 700 goddamn votes, and the fucking llama had like 50. And then all of a sudden, about 400 of my votes went missing. Years later, it's happening on YouTube. And I'm in a great mood for today's episode, by the way, folks. Today's going to be a fun, happy, extremely light episode, because the last one, you know, there was some tension. There was some dension. There was a little dension last one. Wasn't the last one the Gone Davey Gone episode? Or
that was 2 episodes ago.
That was 2 episodes. Milk and Fezzies was last episode. I apologize.
Yeah,
that was just a fun episode.
No worries. I did notice the same thing happening with the Modern Day Man. I thought it was because we said Epstein. If you notice, ever since we mocked him to start an episode, they've seemed to have done that a little bit. So I think,
how can all of a sudden you like all the like hundreds of YouTube views just disappear?
It's crazy, isn't it? Wait till I tell you about some presidential elections and things that appeared. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. What we're here to talk about is actually a very insightful episode. A lot is happening, and it's kind of funny. The running theme throughout is trivia. You're playing a trivia game against Fez. I believe this is pre-naming it the Siren series.
Yes, this is the Siren series, but we didn't have a name for it because we're stupid. I mean, we being Fez and myself.
Well, Ron kind of points that out because the name you came up with was the Ron versus Dave versus Fez challenge.
Yeah, Dave.
And he goes, "Did you come up with that in the producer meeting?"
What's the name of this consistent thing where you guys are competing? How about Dave versus Fez? But that's what we're doing today on Tales from the Satellite. And actually, this one is a really good one. This is a Dave versus Fez in a Ron and Fez trivia challenge with Mikey Boy hosting, the former moderator of ronfez.net at this point.
As of this episode, yeah. And that's where we are going to kick things off. If you're wondering what we're talking about, a lot of times it's colloquially referred to as the goodbye horses bet, because that is what the ultimate challenge was. Whoever lost would have to do goodbye horses. So
goodbye horses. The loser had to be naked and tuck their penis between their thighs, you see, and pull the Buffalo Bill. The Buffalo Bill Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Type of deal.
And dance to the song, of course, Goodbye Horses, which you came up with. And we're going to get into the psychology of that in a second. But before we even do, the show opens with Ron announcing former moderator, former owner of the ronandfez.net, Mikey Boy, is in studio. And he decided to walk away due to too much tension, is what we're told on air.
Former moderator. Yes, he did not create it. I believe just John may have started that website, but
they actually were both owners, because he was saying he had to sign paperwork to give John back the full ownership of the website.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, a lot of tension. Well, look, it's everything that we see in social media today, we saw in its infancy on message boards. Message boards were the first indicator that the internet is just a very dark, horrible place. It's like for every 60 minutes you spend online, 59 of those minutes make you angry, depressed, anxious, or sad. The 1 minute that you spend for every 60 minutes gives you joy. This is not anything I've read. This is my own Davey Mack scientific data, but I believe it to be pretty accurate. Social media, as we all know, or just the internet in general, every comment section on everything, it's hell. It's just miserable people. The internet has exposed one thing. Human beings, by and large, are highly unoriginal and very, very angry. They're very discontent creatures who also don't have original things to say. That's a bad mix, because then you just get millions and millions of people who are just stupid and they're just always angry. Oh, you suck. You suck. You suck. You suck.
Ironically, what it is literally the life of a crackhead. There's 1 minute of pure high and joy, and then miserable the rest of the time trying to get it, but everybody else is miserable. Yeah. And so you feel some co-miserableness trying to get the money to get more crack to have that 1 minute of high, and it just becomes a vicious cycle.
If there was no internet, can you imagine the fraction of scandals that we would have had in this century, in the 21st century, if there was no internet? I think you would have reduced celebrity and politician scandals by 98%. Because every fucking thing is about, someone did something stupid or posted something dumb online. And look, again, we're online right now. So I'm not, obviously, there's some good stuff with the internet, the YouTubes and the podcasts and this and that. When my point is, comment sections and places where non-talented Neanderthals can fucking spread their unoriginal goddamn vitriol, it gets annoying. And the message boards were the first indicator of that. RonFez.net was a wonderful place. I was a RonFez.net member.
Yeah.
And I believe I also was on FBA, which was the website. It was called fullblownaids.com. We just say FBA for short. I think I got a whack bag account just to fight with some of those very, again, it's like the whack bag people were the perfect examples of what the internet would come. A bunch of brain dead morons who didn't realize that I was working them and that I was probably more intelligent than 99.9% of people on that message board. I'm smarter than. Fact.
I wasn't around for that message board, so I can't attest to the intelligence. But yeah, and it also is like the people who participate the most feel the strongest. So you don't really even get a good gauge of how people feel about things because the people who make the loudest noise are the ones you see. It's a terrible cesspool is what it's become. But there are some good sides, like you said. Like we wouldn't have met without the internet.
That's true. I'm saying that the internet provides at least 1% of joy to us human beings, and for that I am grateful.
And I've met peak communities like the Amish where they don't have the internet. They don't seem any happier than we do. They do seem stinkier, but not happier.
I mean, did you have to take a shot at Amish people?
They're never going to hear about it. This is on the internet.
I see them at Six Flags Great Adventure all the time.
Oh, I see them all the time.
How come if they're not allowed technology, they're always in my backyard here at Six Flags Great Adventure, riding the Great American Scream Machine with me?
They're allowed to use electricity if it's other people's electricity. They aren't allowed to use it for themselves.
Seems like a cheat code.
Oh, yeah. They all have...
That doesn't seem... Yeah, I mean, it seems like either go without electricity or use electricity. But it's like, oh, you're not allowed to have a light bulb in your house, but I'm going to go on the Batman roller coaster in Jackson, New Jersey. I mean, come on now.
Well, I mean, you might not be able to have a light bulb, but you could have gas-powered lamps, and you can have a gas-powered stove, and you can have gas-powered pretty much everything these days. So they kind of have a nice loophole where they pretend. Apparently, you can't have gas-powered deodorant, though.
Tell you one thing, Robert. After I eat a can of beans, I have a gas-powered room.
You should be Amish.
Get it?
Yeah, because you fart.
Farting.
That's good. That's the kind of humor I go for.
Farts. Okay.
It is funny.
What's going on here? Me versus
so
Fez.
You and Fez, you've set up the game. It's going to be trivia. They go to you and say, what's going to be the reward if you win or the punishment if you lose, essentially. And you say you came up with the Midnight Horses dance.
Buffalo Bill, tuck the dick and dance to Goodbye Horses. What is the trivia contest in? What is the theme?
It's going to be the Ron and Fez show from the East Side Dave era.
Okay, because I know we had several trivia contests, and I always loved our trivia contests. They were always a lot of fun. I have to tell you, from a behind-the-scenes perspective, from a guy who was in the room perspective, games were always amongst my favorite episodes. I loved games. I love participating in games. I love coming up with games. I invented a few game shows in my Ron and Fez time, but I loved competing on the games. That was always, oh my gosh, I always had the most fun. I really did. That's when, I'm ready to play. I'm ready to compete. Davey Mack, the competitor, comes out, the absolute competitive beast.
Well,
which is me.
We do find out the bear gets poked because Ron sets it up. There's a bit of a debate about where you're going to post the video. But then right before you're getting ready to do it, he goes, and then we're going to go to break. And something occurs during the break that kind of sets you off. Before we get into that, though, it is interesting, the idea of promoting. Like, how do you get your show out there? Because as much as the message boards were a cesspool, that was a huge place for people to congregate, to see things referenced on air. And like, it seems like in today's day and age, those niche communities really don't exist as much anymore. So it was a double-edged sword. What do you think about when you promote something?
Yeah, that's true. Well, the message boards lost all of their luster pretty much because Twitter and Facebook, they took over. They basically put all the message boards out of business. No one's gonna go to a message board when you're gonna want to do your comments, tag whoever the celebrity or the show is that you're talking about, so on and so forth. So that was it. The social media put the message boards out of business. I mean, they were fun. Message boards could be fun. We don't forget ronfez.net. That's where, the bar nines, when Ron and Fez were on WNEW and late in their run at WNEW every other Tuesday, they would go to Bar 9, which was on 53rd and 9th Avenue in New York City. We would have a blast. I went to every single one of the Bar 9 outings, every single one. We had a great time there. All of the get-togethers, a lot of the get-togethers were made better through the message boards, the Ron and Fez, rockin' ribs and all that kind of thing. They were all made better with the message boards. But yeah, I mean, by now in the 2020s, I mean, you don't need a message board,
No, there's few places and far between, like Twitter, Instagram, pretty much. That's it. If you're, of a certain persuasion, I guess Reddit and Discord.
Right.
But we're going to actually let the audience take a listen to the setup of the show now that we've set it up. And then we'll return to discuss the trivia game right after this Ron and Fez audio.
Now, I hate to see Mikey Boy leave ronfez.net, and I thank him for everything that he did.
Well, it's a little late for that. We don't have to but. We know that you don't like people there. We get it. We know that Dave doesn't like people there. We know that you and Dave don't like each other. And thanks to you, and no offense, it's not just you guys, but the negativity thing, everybody else that's not gets fucking bored with it. Just gets bored with it. And Mikey Boy, you... Neither one of you knew that this was coming.
No.
It is time for another. And what did we name this segment?
Fez versus Dave.
Another Fed versus Dave.
Mm-hmm.
You guys come up with that at the big fucking meetings before the show?
We didn't.
The big producer meetings? Here's the deal. Mikey Boy has put together a test. He will be judge and jury. Dave, it's your turn to pick what the punishment will be for the loser.
Loser has to take a Silence of the Lambs pictures. What that entails is shirtless, tuck, full body photo. I'm willing to do it.
Fez Watley, would you do the Silence of the Lambs game?
I accept the Silence of the Lambs challenge.
The pictures, well, we can't give them the ronfez.net now. I believe that the pictures should only be posted one place, and that is Spread the Iris, which seems to be the rising new website now that Mafia Life Chris is gone. Are you okay with that, Mikey Boy?
That's fine.
That's your one last slap in the face.
It's not my decision.
7 questions. Mikey Boy, what will the questions be on? What will be the theme of this Fez versus Dave game?
Ron and Fez show trivia.
Ron and Fez show trivia.
Interesting.
Going back to when?
This goes back to when Dave started with the show in early 2006.
Okay, so this will be the trivia of the East Side Dave era of the Ron and Fez show. Dave started with us, I think it was before last Christmas. A couple days before last Christmas.
2006.
Huh?
No, Mikey's right. It was January 2006.
I don't remember you then.
Yeah, January 2006.
All right, hold on. Because there's a lot of complaints. We decided the new place where this is going to go up at. This is for the first time in the history, because obviously with Mafia Life Chris gone, we don't really have any connection with Spread the Virus. If he would have just held on, he would have been the official, unofficial show. This will be posted for the first time ever. These pictures will go up on 202 Friends Twitter. And perhaps even a Twitio of someone doing the dance to this song.
That'd be fantastic.
This is highly unusual.
Yes, Fezzy, it is unusual. Mikey Boy's gone.
I need my cowbell, please.
No. You have to be able to run over here and grab your cowbell.
I got mine.
Why couldn't you walk over?
I got
Why
mine.
you gotta make me do stuff?
I got mine.
That he can't. He catches a cowbell. He can't catch a stick.
Can I get somebody else to judge who's first on the cowbells?
Guess who it's going to be? In the pocket for Eastside Dave.
No, he won't be in the pocket.
And that was a very good... I refuse to judge, too. Because the judge is always in trouble. That will be Chris Stanley. Chris, do you want to just give it? By the way, of course, this comes down to the opportunity to see one of these guys completely tucked, Silence of the Lambs style, and for the first time in history...
And shirtless.
Huh?
And shirtless. We're going all out.
Just Silence of the Lambs style.
Yeah, okay.
That means you got to put bolts through your nipples. And for the first time ever, instead of being released on the internet, it will be released to 202 Friends Twitter.
Which I thought was on the internet.
Oh, it's Twitter, though. You know what I mean? It's not a website. -1 for Dave. For fucking
I like that.
The internet.
It's going to be the first person to 7. Coming up in just a little bit on 202 Friends Twitter.
So exciting.
Yeah, isn't it?
Don't make us wait.
Here's what I hate.
Break.
Here's what I hate. You want to fucking lose this.
Fuck no. Why would I want to lose this?
You love to see your fucking self exposed in public.
No, yeah, but I'm more of a competitor. It doesn't matter what the wins or losses are.
Now, Fez, where does this go for you? Because you act like you have these body issues, and then everybody remembers you on the stripper pole, which was sick and really, I don't want to say, I would say the closest you've ever had to come to having sex.
Probably. This is rough because this is the most I've ever shown. I've always had at least a tee back on. This is really nothing and tucking.
Yes.
This is...
What if also...
This is...
You know what? I am going to put out a fucking album with Fez called Rush to the Obvious. You don't understand. If I'm naked, I'm not going to have clothes on.
By the way, I'm also halfway shaven today, like I shaved a week and a half ago. So I don't have red stubble, but I'm not bald the way I prefer. Wood floor, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
I'm just halfway orange.
Well, I'm all natural. Plus, I have a hair problem to begin with, which is a little weird right now.
Because you guys had to explain yourselves, we got to do a commercial break. When we come back, Ron and Fez show trivia, Dave versus Fez. By the way, they are tied with each other at 1-1. When this is over, one of them will be on Twitter and a Twitio dancing the goodbye horses with their penis tucked. Ron and Fez show. 866 Ron Zero Fez. Mikey Boy here in studio with us. Mikey Boy, of course, the former administrator of RonFez.net. Quite frankly, what could be described as many during the glory years. The good times. Mikey boy, you just witnessed something between Dave and Fez. You know that the work shoot thing, no work involved.
Yeah.
Up to that moment, did you think maybe there's somewhat of a, that was somewhat for show?
Actually, I didn't.
No.
I kind of
You
always
always knew
thought
that was real?
Pretty real, yeah.
But were you just surprised of how cutting it went?
Yeah, I was.
I'm just speaking my mind. There's a competition coming up.
Yeah, I understand that, Fezzy. Everyone, I don't know where the I need to express my honesty ever came out as a
Chicks on Jerry Springer.
You, Dave, it was like you got a knife in your heart.
I
like Fez said.
feel like crying. This is once again. That makes this game show a lot of fun.
What are you saying? It's not fun for you now?
No, I want to play this game show. I want to fucking kick ass now.
Doesn't even make sense. By the way, the point is that what you're saying is so stupid and childish. And yes, Hicks, I will let you know later what we'll say, but I'm not going to share it on the air because I don't think it'll do us any good.
Testing my bell.
Fez and Dave had slight words with each other, but this time you were hurt without
provocation, without anything.
Well, I don't know if it was without. Yeah, I guess. But I guess the provocation all goes back a ways. But the point is you guys just aren't getting along anymore.
No.
Fezzy, and you're
totally
okay
over.
that you said it? You're cool with that?
Yeah, I'm fine that I
Okay.
said it. I don't think it's anything that I haven't said before.
No, you've never said that to me before, ever. I would have really took stock in that. I would have evaluated myself and everything.
Who's going to win the Ron versus Dave Ron of Fez show trivia?
Me.
That's your bell?
That was my bell.
You got to be able to tell the difference between those bells.
Can I just get it one more time?
Yeah.
That's Dave. Here's Fez.
One more.
This is going to be Ron.
Oh, come on.
Ring your cowbells because it's time to play some Jeopardy.
Yes, sir.
One of my favorite parts of any trivia contest you do on the Ron and Fez show is the controversy surrounding who rings their bell first, who makes the noise first, who raises their hand first. We hear a audibly distraught Chris Stanley get pulled in to be the judge. Fez is not happy because he goes, well, I know who's going to be on a team there. Because at that point, you and Chris were friends. But also, Chris never really picked sides. He would side with you when it was Fez overreacting or something, but it wasn't like he was your boy in your corner.
No, he was totally objective and impartial. He was a totally fair judge. We never figured out a great system. You know, if you think about it right now, we had two of those, what they call 360 machines, what Ron presses for the Siren series sound effect,
Noisy, yeah.
Right? That's Ron pressing that. We should have just used those two things. We had two of those. We should have just had two different like game show buzzer, bing, 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 and then like that. We could have had two different buzzing noises and pressed a buzzer rather than two cowbells and one cowbell's pitch being different than the other.
Slightly higher. Yeah. Not even like it's distinct.
Yeah, that's kind of hard to judge, I think. Yeah. So looking back on that wasn't the great, we could have produced that a little bit better. I would have used the two 360 machines, but whatever.
Before you can even use this cowbells to play, though, Ron points out that during the break, Mikey is visibly shaken because during the break, he saw a spat between you and Fez. And Fez made a comment that shook Mikey to his core. Now, you being the ever radio man, go, oh, no, that's okay. I was just kind of having some fun with this bet. Now I got that locker board material. Now I got that locker room material. Thank you for that. You've poked the bear. I'm ready to be competitive. Before that, though, Ron kind of points out you do enjoy humiliating yourself a little bit. So if you would...
hold on. What was said?
We don't find out in the moment. We find out later in the episode. The comment that was made from Fez to you was that you said you had never done anything bad to Fez. Ron says in the moment he pointed out the pizza smash. Now, that's obviously an on-air nod to the work.
Right.
But then he says Fez responded, the one bad thing he can think of you did was 2 summers ago, which is, of course, when you got married, live on the Ron and Fez show.
No comment.
Fair.
I mean, what am I supposed to say? That's just, I mean, it's funny, I suppose, but but there you go. There's the comment that set me off, I suppose. And I think that's fair. That lit a fire under the Dave man. I use that, as you would say, for bulletin board material. I used it as motivation. And that's what winners do, Robert. Winners use that kind of, dare I say, provocation, that taunting, that smack talk. They use that as motivation. Very Jordan-esque, if you ask me.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Sometimes he would even make things up just to get fired up, which is
that's right. That's right.
There's a story where this guy's like, we were winning. I didn't even say anything. I just shook his hand.
Oh, I know.
He went on the press conference and was like, said, good game. And he's like, I didn't even say that.
Yeah, no, he made up some crazy thing about some Washington Wizards guy who had one good game against him, and that he made up a whole scenario where the guy's like, good game, Mike. And like, it never actually even occurred. He confessed to Mike Wilbon that he literally made up this entire scenario. He's that much of a psycho.
It's like the Water Boy, where the other team's quarterback is like, I didn't say anything about your mom. Please don't hurt me.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And that's you in trivia games.
That's me.
Noticed.
That's me. No, well, that's me. Period. In competition, I will win.
But it is kind of a allegory, a simple example of the Ron and Fez show as a whole. That this devastatingly personal comment was made. Everybody's kind of awkward about it now on air, including Mikey Boy. And what are you guys gonna do? Play a trivia game. And just keep trucking along and like pretend like it's not going on. And I think that's kind of the beauty, to some extent, of the Ron and Fez shows. That's what a lot of people did for that 2 hours it was on, or for those of us who didn't get to hear it all live. When shit got rough in life, you could escape into the Ron and Fez show and pretend like it wasn't that bad for an hour and a half. You know?
Yeah. Robert, can I take a break for 2 seconds? I got to make a phone call.
Yep, we are going to let you guys hear the trivia, and then we're going to put Eastside Dave through the trivia right after this.
I love this.
Quick commercial break.
Okay.
Mikey Boy, you are hosting. You, the only man that we know who's been on a game show, failed. This is your chance to be a host.
All right. Ready to start?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. What was the name Hosp went by when he kidnapped Roberto? Dave.
The Puppet Bandit?
Incorrect.
I'll say Lonely Guy.
Also incorrect.
He's never called himself a lonely guy. That's just me that called him that. Now he's mad at me. Yeah.
Name 4 of the cast.
Well, the
answer is Master of Puppets.
Master
of Puppets.
All right.
I know.
Okay. Next. Name 4 of the cast members and recurring characters on Curb Your Enthusiasm who have been interviewed on...
Dave. Cheryl Hines, Jeff Garland, Susie Essman, and J.B. Smoove.
Correct.
Thank you.
Susie Essman was on Unmasked.
I said that was part of the question.
Oh,
interviewed on the Ron and Fez show or Unmasked.
Oh.
And we also would have accepted Richard Lewis, Mary Steenburgen, and Gina Gershon.
Thank you.
You should have made him do all.
Steve,
you should have made him do them all.
Gina Gershon.
Yeah. That would have been
very
perfect.
hot on that show.
1-0 right now. How did you not know that one, Fuzzy?
I did know that one. I guess I wasn't quick enough on the cowbell.
All right, from now on, if I want you to answer, I'll go like that.
It's Ron.
Yeah. Yes, hi. I just wanted to say, hi, Pepper. Let's go.
Okay.
Question 3.
What intern returned Jim Norton's book to the bookstore after reading it?
This is like a stab in the dark. I'll say Frankenberry.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
I will say Babyface.
Also incorrect. The correct answer is Graz.
Oh.
Graz. All right, can I ask the next question? Who's Graz? Because I thought it was Gas.
Graz looked like the guy in the computer commercial. He looked like PC.
PC.
Okay, I remember that guy, but Graz seems like a stupid name for him. We should have just called him PC. Would have been perfect. All right, you guys don't even know your own show.
I thought it was Frankenberry for some reason.
Okay. Next question.
Hold on. Okay.
What sexual and food-based game did Pitsy play with his friends?
That was Fez.
Yeah, it was Fez.
Ookie Cookie.
Correct.
Oh, Fez
See,
Watley.
I'm willing to do the honor code. If Fez beats me, I'm saying he's going to beat me on the buzzer. I think that's the way we should do it.
How come you remember the Cum Cookie game so well?
It's like it happened yesterday.
Next question. What was the name of the Cypher Productions short horror film that spawned the catchphrase, Jackie Darling?
Something's just not right with Mommy.
Incorrect.
Something's not right with Mommy.
The correct answer was Mommy just isn't the same anymore.
How about I'm trying to steal something from Fez?
Hey, you got to play the game. I knew Mommy was fucked up.
By the way, you guys really stink at your own show.
Next question. During at least the first 6 months that the Ron and Fez show was on XM, the show regularly began with 2 songs. Name one of them.
Oh, fuck.
The Insane Clown Posse. Freaks.
Incorrect.
It's NEW.
Dust Brothers, Techno Funk.
We would have accepted Chemical Brothers with Leave Home or Particle with Launchpad.
Shit, I knew.
Unbelievable, you guys don't remember that.
I did. But Dust Brothers and Chemical Brothers have always confused me.
Okay.
How about Allman Brothers? Does that also confuse you?
Brothers.
All right. What was the name of the strip club in Manhattan where 2 Ron and Fez...
I know I went early, but I'm going to say VIP.
Correct.
Yes!
Score, please.
2-1 in favor of Eastside Dave over Fez.
The loser of this contest, for the first time ever on Twitter, will be dancing balls and cock tucked to Goodbye Horses. In the first ever Twitio challenge, 202 friends at Twitter.
Next question. What were the 3 assignments for Earl in Photography Challenge?
Fez, photo of Lily. Capture New York's essence. And Earl's Choice.
Incorrect.
Well, the capture of Lily was definitely one. The capture of New York City was another. And then it was a... If I name the photos, I mean, it was... and then... ambiance of New York. The geography. The park shot. Whatever the fuck. Whatever. I was wrong.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
The answers were New York Shot, Cheesecake Pick of Lily, and Celebrity Shot, which is Big A.
And he forgot to get that. That's why.
It's 2-1 right now, but how many questions have you asked?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So the fucking winner is none of the above.
Here we go.
Pictures of Lily.
At Fez's parents' anniversary party, Ron sent a list of names of Fez's characters to a gentleman giving a speech at the party. Name 3 of those characters.
Cleveland Steamer.
Correct.
The Roman Helmet.
Correct.
And, oh, crap.
Why don't you go back and look at your mom's video?
I know, because it kept coming up. And, the Pittsburgh Pile.
Incorrect.
Pittsburgh Pile.
Cleveland Steamer, Roman Helmet, Pittsburgh Platter.
Correct.
That's it.
The best practical joke ever.
I sat there stunned. My parents sat there confused
What were all the
beyond
names?
belief.
Let Mikey Boy read off all the names.
Dirty Sanchez, the Mexican bandit. Rusty Trombone, the jazz musician. Harry Elvis, the comic who only jokes about pants. Camel Toad Curtis, the wrestler. Lionel Pillowbiter, the nervous Nelly. Always Wet Annette Cummings, Tossy the Salad, the chef, Ship Captain Cleveland Steamer, Roman Helmet, the superhero of Roman times, Egyptian Teabag, the friendly Arab, and Pittsburgh Platter, the big Steelers fan.
This was, what was the occasion?
It was my parents' 50th wedding anniversary.
Right.
And what happened was one of the guys that, a friend of my parents, wanted to do some speaking there and emailed Ron, unbeknownst to me, asking what are some of the characters Fez has played over the years, because he wanted to work them all into his comments that he was making to my parents. Like these were all their children. He mentioned my brothers and my sister, me, and then went through this laundry list of hideous sexual names. I was mortified and couldn't get him to stop, and my family is just staring at me.
I feel partially responsible.
You were completely responsible, Ron.
Well, we both are. You're the one with parents.
Yes,
And
but
none of that would have happened. And then don't tell your fucking dad's friends not to send me emails.
I didn't know he was emailing you.
Oh, okay.
Trust me, I would have stopped this if I could have. I would have stolen a computer out of his house.
Your problem, my friend, is you are losing a game show and one named after you. While you're doing the finger pointing,
Right.
There's 4 fingers pointing back at you. What is the score now?
It is 3-1.
Thank God I went to that commercial because you guys are slow and awful. We got to get to 7 with this.
All right, next question. Sure. At the beginning of the Sleeves song Mighty Horse, the Radio Shark lists 5 tags he used when he was a graffiti artist. Name 3 of them.
The Who. The Who.
I'm going to take that once.
Okay. No, because he said
All right, we
multiple
understand.
times. Okay, hold on. Sometimes I do, I go up, wait, I just gotta get his voice in my head. Sometimes I go up and I write things like, Jesus Works, The Who, and,
You just don't have it.
No, I don't have
you
it.
You don't have it.
I
Fezzy?
fucking had it.
I'll try.
I had it.
The Who, the, Kilroy was here.
Is our
And the number 99.
Why don't we take a listen? Let's grab it. Let's take a listen. Both these guys miss one of the biggest songs that Sleeves ever done. Let's take a listen.
Graffiti artist and consultant to designer Mark Echo. He was arrested for spray painting subway cars in Brooklyn.
You know, I'm a fan of the graffiti because I was an old school graffiti artist myself. My specialty was the peace sign, just the word the Who, the backwards SWAT sticker. I'd draw the road runner, just the word the Who, repent 13, the word the Who. Yeah, those type of things.
The guerrilla movement, that's the way it goes, and it's the art of getting up, getting known, and then you take that vehicle and you go other places once they know you.
The higher you can tag something, the more respect you're going to get. The more outlandish you tag, the more respect you're going to get in the community.
I know a person, everywhere they go. There we go. We missed that one. So many misses right now. And this is embarrassing. This isn't... the thing that kills me is Dave would do a lot better with baseball than he would his own show.
The pressure of the actual game show is getting to me today.
How could anyone forget backward SWAT sticker?
Yep.
That hurts.
And repent 13, that's what I meant by Jesus Works.
Jesus works.
I just religified everything.
Remember what Fez said to you during the commercial? Hurt you so
that
bad?
has gotten me. If that was his goal,
Swear to God.
what?
Did that really hurt you as much as
Yes,
you said?
I'm thinking about it. Half of me is thinking about it still.
Fez, would you like to
So
apologize?
it
to him?
worked.
No, I don't want to apologize for that.
See,
I'm thinking about, I'm hearing this music and thinking of Silence of the Lambs.
I'm a gentleman's competitor.
Right.
And, when he beat me at the buzzer, I said that was Fez's.
3-1, ladies and gentlemen. Loser of this will be dancing nude, cock and balls tucked to this song. Silence of the Lambs style. Buffalo Bill. Is she a great big fat person? It's all coming down. Mikey boy,
All right, here
do
we
your
go.
worst.
What wrestler did Sam have to dress up to as...
The Ultimate Warrior.
Correct. Next question. What movie idea does Paul O claim was stolen from him?
Fez? That's Ghostbusters.
Fez Wally, a welcome return to the board. Score right now, 4-2. Fez has got to hit 5 out of the next 7 questions. Stay on point, Fezzy.
Our next question. What is the name of Lily's father's tomato sauce?
One of the biggest parts of the Ron and Fez show over the last couple years.
Tomasino's.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess Uvalde's.
Come on, guys. It's fuck, Albanian fuck. How could you forget that tomato sauce?
That's right. Fuck, Albanian fuck. Shit. You spread the fuck, Albanian fuck on everything. The garlic bread.
Yeah.
Correct answer was Dabanito.
Dabanito!
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Dabanito.
I just pronounced it wrong.
Let's forget Dabanito.
Hey, Dabanito, eh?
Hey.
Hey, come on, Dabanito. Hey, Dabanito.
Next question. What was the name of the intern who took on listeners at Madden?
Oh.
Dave.
Sure, of course.
That was Hurley, a.k.a. Bob. He had several names.
That is correct.
Whoa! Fez, you felt you got ripped off on that one?
Yeah, I understand how it works in
Mike
the other
even
room.
looked at me, though.
I actually was watching very closely to both of you, so I know the definitive answer.
Who was it?
Hicks called it correctly.
Oh, good. So now, okay.
In 2006, what family invited Fez to Thanksgiving dinner?
It was Flea's family.
Incorrect.
I'm going to say the Douglas family.
How would anybody forget this? Seriously.
I don't remember it.
It was Aunt's family, right?
Yep.
How do you forget that, Fezzy? You were that's started the whole Donnie thing. Everybody felt sorry for you.
I didn't pay
You wanted
attention.
to know if they wanted to sit down at a card table and watch the game. It was the sweetest thing ever.
I didn't pay attention to the year.
Aunt's mom was like, please. Fezzy went home and got mad at his family.
Next question. What interview was botched on XM Employee Appreciation Day because the remote mics went out?
I have a
3
guess.
seconds.
BB King?
Correct.
Whoa!
I thought it was
Fezzy, how
BB
did you
King.
forget that one? There's a picture of it.
Right.
Thought it was. I knew it was a blues man. I thought it was BB King. But
And by the way, I never cared that interview was botched. I was much happier that I just met B.B. King than anything else.
Next question.
What's the score?
It is 6-2 in favor of Eastside Dave.
Oh, God, Fezzy. You're going to be up on 202 Friends Twitter, dancing tucked.
it's not over.
And here's what fucking kills me about this. You and Dave always fight over who's more valuable to the show, who focuses on the show more. You're losing this one 6-2.
Next question. Besides ADF, who was the other person who saw Fez at the Apple Store?
This will be for the win. If Eastside Dave answers this correctly, Fez Watley will be dancing to Goodbye Horses tucked on 202 Friends Twitter in moments. Dave, what's the answer?
Sheepy.
That's correct.
Yes! Shit! Yes! Champion!
Shippy, can you hear me? We might want to play the whole. Yeah, we might want to play the whole Tommy song now because we haven't played that in a while.
Thanks for
Fez
the ball.
Watley not only beating this, but just fucking humiliated this time.
Destroyed on this thing.
What was the one that you won so big?
That was Batman trivia.
Why do you pay more attention to Batman than Ron and Fez?
I don't. This was really, really tough.
You were so quiet, I thought we were on the air. I honestly was like, this must be a break.
Thanks for the bulletin board material, though.
What's that mean?
I came motivated to play. I came determined. Thanks.
Oh, because you...
because of some words, it was the bulletin board material. I'm a fucking competitor. You gave me a reason to fucking dominate, and that's what happened.
Oh.
And now I get to interview the winner. I feel like Joe Rogan.
Number one, baby. Eastside Dave, baby.
Before you get too excited, it wasn't the best showing from either of you guys.
I believe the final score was 7-2.
7-2, but took you a while to get there. I think it was 2-2 after 8 questions.
Some of those questions were very, very tricky. Come on.
Yeah, it's interesting. And we're going to put you through the quiz quickly, just because the audience just heard it, so we want to do it rapid fire to see what you remember, because
Okay.
Mikey Boy did do a good job of kind of capturing the big things that happened in that era that would become memorable. But in the moment, so much is happening. So I say we get right into it. You ready to see what you know?
Okay. I haven't heard this in a long, long time.
What was the name Hosp used when he kidnapped Roberto?
Gay Sean Connery?
That one was actually the Master of Puppets.
Oh, shit. Fucking
I
Metallica.
think gay Sean Connery is a name you gave him. I don't think he chose that name.
Fair enough. Yes, I'm Hosp, the gay Sean Connery. I like to steal Dave's puppets and then not have a payoff. Ironically, accusing Dave of not having a payoff. And then I steal his puppet because I claim that Dave doesn't have a payoff. And yet I never had a payoff for this bit of me stealing Roberto because I'm Hosp, the gay Sean Connery.
And we talked about Hosp and him.
Double O Seaman. Double O Seaman.
That's a new one. I don't know if I've heard that one before.
Double O Seaman is my code name. Hosp, the gay Sean Connery.
This one's kind of interesting because at the time, I don't think the show was as much of a cult classic as it is now. But name 4 members of Curb Your Enthusiasm who were interviewed on the show.
Jeff Garlin.
That's 1.
Susie Essman.
That's 2.
Richard Lewis.
That's 3.
Cheryl Hines.
That's 4. There you
Boom.
go. Nice and easy.
Boom.
I believe you got that one right on air, too.
Boom.
This one's a little tricky. Which intern bought and then returned Jim Norton's book?
I don't know, but that intern's funny.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
Frankenberry?
That was who you guessed on air. No, it was actually, it was Gross.
Oh, damn it. I was going to say that would have been amazing.
That is hilarious, though. That's what you guessed both times.
I guess Frankenberry really really made an indelible mark on me, huh? Of all the O&A interns.
Of all the interns, yeah.
Well, the thing was, very rarely has an intern nickname matched up with the person's physical attributes so accurately. Frankenberry, if you painted him blue, he looked exactly like the goddamn cartoon on the cereal box.
That's awesome.
He looked like Frankenberry. It was amazing.
Well, he clearly left a mark on you.
Yeah.
Unlike Ross.
Well, it's
who
just
did
a great
something you
name,
found
Frankenberry.
hilarious.
And then you see the kid, and it's like, holy shit, he looks just like fucking Frankenberry. All right. Next one.
This one, I'm not even going to give the full question. What game did Pitsy play?
Ookie Cookie.
Easy. Fez
Next.
got that one right.
Next, rapid fire. You said it.
What was the short horror film that spawned Jackie Darling?
The what?
The short horror film done by the Brooklyn crew that inspired the phrase Jackie Darling.
Okay. Oh, Cypher Films, Franklin's thing.
Yeah. What was the name of the movie?
Mommy Doesn't Live Here Anymore.
Mommy just isn't the same. You were very close. You were very close.
Damn it.
That's really good for that.
Man, that's not terrible.
Name one of the two XM show songs that started the show. Name one of the two.
Insane Clown Posse?
That was after this, believe it or not. Were you looking for the answer?
No, wait. Insane Clown Posse wasn't. Oh wait, that was WNW. That was before.
Oh, before. Sorry, not after. I timeline backwards.
That's why my brain wasn't working when you said that. So now I will say, oh, what's that Pulp Fiction song? Or no, not Pulp Fiction. Kill Bill. Kill Bill Volume. Boom 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 bam 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 boom 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 boom. I don't know, Robert. You know what? I don't know. What?
Is it Launchpad by Particles?
No.
Or is it Leave Home by the Chemical Brothers?
It's probably one of those two. Okay. I wouldn't have got that one. Shit. This is hard.
What were the 3 photography assignments given to Earl?
Celebrity.
Yep.
LIII.
Yep.
Central Park.
Boom. You got it.
Bum 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 bam bam bam.
Name 3 joke sex act characters Fez parents heard as characters Fez played at their anniversary party. One of the best bits of the Ron and Fez.
Roman helmet.
Yep.
Dirty Sanchez.
Yep.
Pittsburgh Platter.
That was another one. The other one was Cleveland Steamer was on there as well.
That was because it was what it would say. So someone needed to know all of Fez's accolades that was supposed to be read in front of his whole family, and it was going to be like, these are all of Fez's, the celebrity in the family. This is all of his accomplishments and prestigious achievements. And then it was just, and Ron had given them a name of disgusting characters that the guy then read to the, Fez Whatley, known for Dirty Sanchez.
This one, neither of you were able to get. What were the Radio Sharks graffiti tags?
The Who?
The Who?
Peace sign?
Yeah.
From Muddy Horse, from the song.
From the song, yeah.
Muddy Horse rocks. The Who, the peace sign, the backward swastika.
Backward swastika.
Boom! Oh,
And
that was good.
Repent 13 was the other one.
The only reason why I heard that is because I have sleeves. I have a homemade sleeves songs playlist, and I listen to it sometimes.
The Mighty Horse rocks.
Oh, and that song is phenomenal. It's just so goddamn fantastic.
Honestly, Sleeves never misses.
No. But that song, holy mackerel, that might be my favorite.
What was Lily's father's tomato sauce called?
Oh, those Croatians. The anti-Putin sauce. I don't know.
Honestly, I think Ron said something very similar on the episode as a joke.
What?
I believe it was called the Benito Dubnik. Who knows?
What?
I don't know. Maybe my research didn't get me the right answer.
I doubt that's it. I think you got it wrong.
The important thing to remember here is nobody remembers what Lily's father's tomato sauce was called.
That's impossible. That's an impossible one. Come on.
I'm trying to think
Next.
which one. We'll do 2 more.
2 more.
What movie idea did Paulo claim was stolen?
From him?
Yeah.
You're leaving out key words in these questions here. I mean, obviously, I want to say the Gap. Oh, wait. What movie? What known movie was stolen from him? Caddyshack.
Close. One of the actors is in both. Manhattan. You pointed out the building to me one time. No, you pointed out the building to me one time. Who you gonna call?
The Empire State Building. King Kong.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. That was on the tip of my tongue.
I even said, who you going to call?
It was on the tip of my tongue.
Okay. It really wasn't. I did everything I could to get it out of you. And
Tip of my tongue. Let's go. Next
we'll
one.
end with this one. What family invited Fez to Thanksgiving in 2006?
Don Cumia.
The Cumia family. There you go.
Boom.
You did surprisingly better than I thought.
Surprisingly.
It was so long ago. A lot of those were like in the moment. So that's why good for you.
Fair enough.
You know, one of the issues I ran into with writing questions, it was like, what did Dave put in his mouth? And it's like, which time? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So that's why it was kind of
okay. Fair enough.
The next thing that happens is we get some insight into the difficulties of doing things like this on live radio, because you now have to work out how to pay off Fez's bet live on the air. You need the music from the delete, so you can't do it off during commercial breaks. And basically what happens is you film Fez in the room, just you and him, and Chris Stanley behind the board playing the music, because Ron, Mikey Boy, and everybody else went, nah, fuck that, and dipped out. Then it's about how do you upload.
Yeah, but you know what? That made it extra creepy. The fact that it was, you know, there's a term for it in movies that I'm forgetting right now, but it's basically when it's in-house, when the music's actually supposed to be playing in the movie. And I actually felt like, yeah, remember, this is pre-iPhones. Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of the videos that even to this day that I make, I just edit right there on my phone. So I had no ability to just take it on the phone and then put some music underneath. So we decided we'll just take our shitty little BlackBerry or flip phone or whatever, film Fez. We're in a radio studio, just play the goddamn music. I actually felt like that enhanced the creep factor 50%.
I could see that big time. And Ron goes, why are you out of breath, Dave? And you go, because it was creepy. Like, I was scared. Now
it was really creepy. It was, even though it was Silence of the Lambs, it to me had a Texas Chainsaw Massacre grainy horror and a fucked upness quality to it that was kind of Texas Chainsaw Massacre-ish. It creeped me out.
There was something kind of beautiful about the low quality video days of just kind of capturing those moments. A little nostalgic, but
absolutely. If you go back and watch beard porn, the fact that it looks like it was done in the 1970s is disturbing and odd, but it's way better than if it was taken with the iPhone 15 and everything was 4K. You'd be like, ew, what the hell? I mean, you're probably already saying, ew, but at least you're like kind of captivated when it's grainy. When it's clear, you're just like, oh, get this off my computer.
Why? Ugh.
Yeah.
There's no, exactly. Yeah. The other kind of fun thing for me, at least, was to see you have to play the multiple hat roles of figuring out how to upload the video while the show's on air, being the 2nd/3rd mic, and doing all of that at once. Obviously, the priority is the on-air product, right? But as a producer, and you are one of the best, if not the best, how do you prioritize? Like, okay, we promised the listeners we were going to have this video up for them all to see.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it on my phone on the air. I'm trying to listen to Ron and upload at the same time. I'm capable of doing that. I can have, be listening to Ronnie B. And then, because that's just mindless monkey work. That's why I always make fun of the producers who their whole entire existence is uploading stuff. It's like, okay, great. But, you are doing monkey work. So yeah, I could just upload that crap and whatnot. And that was definitely my responsibility, get that shit out there.
The comparison I was going to ask you to draw would be like, how would it happen on the Opie and Anthony show?
You'd have like 3 guys go to the O&A office and they take about 45 minutes between the 3 of them. And then in about an hour later, they'd come back and say, okay, it's uploaded and available.
And then there'd be an issue, and ultimately Steve C would just have to go solve it.
Yeah, we didn't have that. We didn't have the manpower that they did.
No, but amazingly made an equally, if not better, product.
I'd say, there you go.
We're gonna let the audience listen to the last bit of the show, and then we're gonna come back with a brand new Ron and Fez trivia game to be played by Eastside Dave McDonald.
Ooh.
Here is Struff. Struff, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, if anybody's afraid to use Twitter, we'll be able to post those pictures and video later on 202tweets.com, and they can check them out there. And I also want to invite Mikey Boy to be a moderator of specialdeliveryfans.com if he's looking for some message boarding stuff to do.
Are you ready to jump into a new position, Mikey Boy?
I am not actively looking for another position on a message board.
You know, it's the smartest thing. Once you step down from administration of a message board, smell the flowers a little bit.
Do like a little Bill
Go to the
Parcells.
beach. Yeah.
He takes a year off, bets on the ponies, then he comes back.
Take a little time for yourself. Pick up a drug addiction of some kind.
He doesn't do that.
Parcells?
No.
All right. Okay, then he's wearing those pants that way because he's fucking straight. That's what straight guys do. Fez Watley, this is devastating.
Yes, it's very devastating. And, but I mean, I'm going to do it. I agreed to it.
I am saying this. We're going to shoot this on the air. I don't think I can be in studio. And I will not even look at 202 tweets. It's absolutely disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. By the way, Sheepy got the perfect night's sleep last night, and he doesn't know why. Everything became okay with the world. I don't know what it was.
That's good.
He liked to say the lioness is back with its cub, and all is well. All is well in the jungle.
Okay.
What are you blowing up about over there?
No, I'm trying to figure out how to send from my phone right to 202 tweets.
I already got the information.
Oh, cool. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Why don't you try to stay on the air?
Okay.
Rather than act like I'm going to be off the air, boy.
Feel great, though, now. God.
I really feel bad because this is an opportunity you didn't get to expose yourself.
Yeah, I know. I would have liked that, maybe. But at the same time, I mean, I want to be champions always trumps any type of self-shame.
Now, Fezzi, what you're going to be doing is dancing that song with your cock and balls tucked back between your legs.
Right.
But unlike the movie, we're shooting this one from behind. So we'll get a nice picture of your fucking ass along with a little mushroom cap stuck between two old grapefruits. Two fucking rotting old grapefruits.
I don't know if that tells the story.
It does. Tells the story I'm trying to tell. This all needs to stop. All right, we're going to break here. We'll come back and pick up the show. Mikey boy, I want to go over some of the news of the day with you. Would you sit in with us?
Sure.
Now that you got nothing else to do with your life, we'd love to have you in more. It's the Ron and Fez Show. 66 Ron 0 Fez. Mikey boy is in studio, formerly the moderator of RonFez.net, the longtime official, unofficial website of the Ron and Fez Show. Mikey boy and I had a joint announcement to make this week, and yet all that is nixed as you stepped down from the website last night.
That's correct.
So, Fez, I'm sure you're happy. Dave, I'm sure you're happy. You and your minions have fucking destroyed something beautiful. Now, Mikey boy, as you know, I asked those guys to be able to do one thing during a commercial break. I went down, and this is good news for you and I, Mikey. And a little later on, in about an hour and a half, Widespread Panic will be doing a live show, and we're all going to run down, except for two people. Dave and Fez will not be going.
Oh.
Both of you missed Widespread Panic. And the reason why I don't need you to fuck with my buzz. I'm getting high with Pepper. We're going to be fucking twirling out there, enjoying, trying to get our fucking shit together for Burning Man. And I don't want you two guys bringing such negativity.
Okay.
Now, both you guys were supposed to shoot the Twidio.
Mm-hmm.
I came back, found two monkeys fucking a football. So it can't be done off the air, correct?
This Gillette machine is fucked.
I understand.
And that's why.
If there's, the next time there's a fucking producers movie, I am going to fucking turn it into, there's going to be producers meeting. You have one every day, right?
Right.
Three of you get together. I'm going to show up and turn that fucker into Inglourious Bastards. I am going to end the war in one day. So you need to shoot the video now but we can't do it live because you can't get the music in. So what's basically going to happen is that we'll play the music and then try to shoot it. How much time do you shoot a video for, Dave?
You can shoot. I have a better camera with this shoot, so I can have
shit.
I can shoot for like 2 minutes. 2
2
minute
minutes
clip.
is probably way too long.
Okay, I'll shoot.
How
for
long
a
do you
minute.
think the scene was in the movie, Pepper?
It was about maybe at the most 2 minutes because there was a music video. So they have the scene on YouTube, and it was less than almost the entire song.
I think half of that will do. A 60-second. So why don't you shoot 2 60 seconds with him? We'll put the music up, and then we'll tell everybody where to go to see the naked pictures of Fez.
Okay.
Does that sound fair, Fez?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Now, how's the music going to play into the room?
It's going to play. Pepper's going to play it from the other room.
Right. Are we going to be able to hear that in this room for the video?
Only if we turn off the mics.
That's what we have to do then. All right, I just got called back in because Mikey Boy and Hammer and I all had to go outside. Did not want to be around the disgustingness of Fez Whatley dancing to Goodbye Horses. Davey Mack, come on in and grab a mic for 5 seconds. You shot the stuff of Fez dancing. How much of the movie did it look like?
It was eerily similar to the film, almost that this has been practiced before.
Now, why are you breathing so hard if you weren't dancing?
I was scared.
Really?
Yeah, that's why.
Were you surprised when the other three guys... so I'm going to see it on 202 Friends Twitter, just like the rest of you, because I refuse to see live.
I think I came untucked at one point.
I'm so glad you said untucked. I thought for sure you were just going to say, I think I came, and leave it at that. You can't be untucked and be on there, okay?
Right, so just double check it, because I felt something slip at one point.
Yeah, we didn't.
That might have been you shit yourself.
I didn't get any slippage video.
I want you to watch it very, very closely.
We will.
With a fucking little jeweler's monocle. What are those things called?
Jeweler's eye?
Loop.
Jeweler's loop?
Monocle.
Yeah. Weren't you on a fat loop one time, Fez, with a bunch of other girls?
I was never on a fat loop.
So many people asked me yesterday, what did Dave mean when he said fat loop?
A fat girl, a loop of fat girls.
All right, 202 Friends on Twitter. You will see Fez Whatley dancing around naked to Goodbye Horses. Is she a great big fat person? We all, Hammer, Mikey, and I walked out of the fucking studio. We couldn't sit by and watch what went down, but you saw it, Dave.
I saw it. It was really, really it was
Is
worse.
it must see though?
It's a must see. It's worse than the film.
Fez, you went from a guy that couldn't stand being naked to now you love it.
Well, it's one of those things where I was going to pay the bet. I was not going to not pay it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, Dave, could you turn off your mic while you're talking to people in that room?
Sorry about that.
Good one. No wonder you hate him, huh?
Well, tell me about it. Something every day.
And that was today's?
One of them.
What was the other?
I think it was beating me in the quiz that made me end up doing a Silence of the Lambs video as Buffalo Bill.
And you were telling
doing
us
the
that
tuck.
you just froze. You just stupidly froze.
Yeah, as when I got behind, when I was down like 4-1, it was like, boom, I was done.
You would make such a great professional athlete because you are able to get out there and really give to yourself.
As long as we're ahead from the start of the game, I think I would be fine.
Yeah. Widespread go on at 3 o'clock exactly. The after show meeting goes on at 3. One of the things we're gonna talk about is who's gonna replace Mikey Boy at RonFez.net. How would you feel about this becomes the Dave era?
I don't have a problem with it. Of course, I'm not in charge, so.
Who now? You're still an owner.
Yeah, I think technically I am.
Technically.
Yeah, I've got to sign some papers or something to get rid of that.
Do you need us all to beg you to come back? Is that what this is? This one of those because we're willing to do it.
No. Just seems like it's the right time.
You're just done.
Yeah.
I just can't, you brought up some of the other names. I just don't feel like we have the closeness with them as we have with you. Let's face it, we're like a brother with you. And the fighting between Dave and Fez has made you seem like it's not fun anymore. Oddly, I'm in the same exact position as you. Today I think was a good show. Maybe this would be the show I step down. And me and you go on to our next thing. I'll think of a show, and you think of a webpage for that show.
Works for
and
me.
The two of us will leave this, and leave all this meanness behind us, and leave you and Dave to fight forever, Fez. Say goodbye to me and Mikey.
I don't want to say goodbye to you
Say
and
goodbye
Mikey.
to us.
I don't want to say goodbye.
Say goodbye. Fez.
See you later.
Goodbye, Mikey. Goodbye, Ron.
Goodbye, buddy.
Goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
Say hi to Dave, because you and him are going to be able to sit and say your mean things to each other every single day.
Fez and Dave.
Good. I'm glad you're laughing now.
I'm not laughing.
Laughing about what he said to you during the commercial when
No.
you almost started fucking crying like a little goddamn girl.
I didn't, though.
Can we say what was said?
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
Mikey boy, and you were shocked by the meanness of this.
Yeah, I was a little shocked, yeah.
Here's exactly what was happening. Dave, you're okay if I tell the story?
Yes.
So we're going back and forth about these two guys fighting too much. And, Dave says, I have never done anything mean with Fez. And I was like, well, you did. No, was it bad?
Negative.
Yeah, bad.
Negative.
Yeah.
One thing negative.
Mhm.
That was it. To start any of this trouble.
Right.
And I said, well, you've done one thing negative, obviously going for the pizza in the face, which I don't know if we've ever really recall it. And Dave says, I don't remember doing anything negative. So I turned to Fez and I said, do you remember him doing anything negative? And Fez says, yes, 2 Junes ago, meaning Dave's wedding. And Dave looks like somebody had put a spear in his heart.
Yep, it still hurts when you retold that story because I'm married to this person and this was off the air and she's a good person despite what Fez thinks and what anyone else thinks. It's all fucking bullshit. She's done nothing to deserve this. And then Mikey's nodding because he knows it's fucking true. And it's true, Fez.
I just know what started happening 2 years ago. This summer.
That's why you guys, when Mikey Boy and I leave, this is the kind of shit you can do to each other all day.
I'm not going to
We'll
do
be
it.
gone.
I will be under a rock somewhere. I'm going to leave too.
Well, good. Come with us.
I'm going to. All right, this sounds
We'd
like.
love
Well,
to
then
have
I'm
you.
going.
Sure. We'd love to have you guys.
Thank you.
I'm thinking about Phoenix. Would be perfect for us. But we really are fucking tired of all your awful thing. And we hate all your awful minions.
I don't know who they are. I don't even talk to
You
people.
know who they are.
I don't.
Where the hell is Hicks at?
He's working on the uploading.
I guarantee you he is with Widespread Panic, partying.
Just fucking doing, yeah, this fucking place is great. You're pretty cool, you know that, Hicks? You're a pretty fucking cool kid. Well. What a pain in the ass we have here.
Do we have a breathalyzer?
How
Widespread's looking good out there.
I know.
Yeah.
How's the weed? The widespread weed.
It does kind of smell like pot out there. I
Yeah.
swear to God, I thought I smelled some.
You look like it. You have fucking Chinese eyes.
Twitio said it uploaded. I've never uploaded a Twitio video before. It says it's uploaded.
Let's go to the 202 friends.
Twitio sucks, though.
Yeah, it really does. We
I didn't
don't know
know
what
that.
it's doing.
That's why. That's why I do my YouTube and I do it on Posterous.
Yeah, that works better.
Do you already have? Why didn't you put it up, Dave?
Because it was in that camera, which is a lot better. My phone still sucks, you know.
We don't have it fucking posted. Why are you doing this? We got nothing. We got jack shit.
But
And Jack just left town.
we did get something in the mail, though.
What's this? Ah, Donnie Dumfrey. I loves doing wheelies.
It finally came through.
Is here.
Donnie
Let's look
Dunphy.
this, yeah. Jib Rap, Thirsty Wolf. Not going to beat that song. Having a Time, Brenda's School.
Nice.
Then Brenda's song, and then High School.
Sounds like a good one.
Let's Get Bit, Find Me in the Pub, Cry Tunes, Broken Half, Battle Anybody, and of course, Flat Out. And there he is on the cover, doing wheelies. Did they send like anything to say there with it?
No. Just a couple of CDs and a fucking box.
Have you talked to Giant Brian about trying to get him cruising into Atlanta?
I have not gotten a hold of him yet, where I physically talked to him.
What makes him such a big deal? He can't fucking talk to Fez anymore.
I have no idea. Thinks he's a big man.
Seriously?
Well, the giant part.
Widespread is not set up to go yet, right?
Oh, they're looking like they're getting very close.
God bless them. I'm very excited about this, though. Very excited about I Love's Doing Wheelies is ready to go. A lot of people joining the Wolf Pack. I've been sending that on to you.
Oh, they keep on coming in.
Yeah, we're going to try to spread the word out. No, we don't have you up on 202 Friends yet. I depended on my staff today. And what did I say early on when you guys were fooling around? Monkey's fucking a football.
Mm-hmm.
Monkey's fucking a football.
Yeah.
And yesterday I was with Rob Cross, and he says to me, he goes, "You're so funny, but there's nothing radio about the radio production of your show."
No.
He goes, "It's unbelievably strange." And he goes, "When do we get Fez back?"
No.
He thought you'd been taking some time off.
I am right here, Rob.
You actually have to say each listener's name so that they know that you're here. I see Adam, Andy. So you're saying you even want to get rid of the ownership of RonFez.net?
Well, since I'm not running it, doesn't seem to make any sense to own it. It's not like a website's a real lucrative business anyway.
But so you own it outright now?
No, John and I own it.
Why don't you guys give it to me and Fezzy, and we'll put a Vikings death to it.
All right.
We'll just fucking destroy it. And then we'll just start off with Wheelies, the new website. Why does he need... Normally, when you're doing an independent record, you don't need this many pictures of yourself.
It's a nice bonus.
Oh, and he's actually put the lyrics in here, which helps because no one can understand them. There's Brenda, is really, really cute. He's thanking a lot of people in here, and one of them is Mooch.
Oh, wow. I didn't know Mooch knew him.
Has Mooch checked this out yet?
Oh, yeah, he's loving it, yeah.
He's loving it?
Oh, yeah.
He should be running this for us and trying to get these guys over. Wait, wouldn't Mooch be great to take over for Mikey? It's time for... Because Just John already hates it, right?
John has not been around as much as he used to be.
He despises it. What did he say about you dropping out?
Not much. He just said, oh, okay.
Vikings funeral.
He kind of ducked out when Twitter came to town.
We all did. He also wants to thank Deep Fried Vienna Sausages.
Sound good.
See, never be hungry when you do your liner notes.
He also is thanking Ritz and Perks. These and anything over the counter. Fucking guy loves his pills. Do you do Ritz at all?
I used to.
Yeah.
But they don't do anything anymore.
What's a drug of choice for you?
I'm smoking some weed, ecstasy. I really like ecstasy. I've always fucking loved it.
How often?
Synthetic fucking happiness.
You got anything for today, for widespread?
I don't have any fucking drugs for today, but we can make some phone calls. Maybe next 20 minutes, get somebody over here.
We got to get ready to go. And Mikey Boy, end of an era, but sincerely, thank you. How many years has it been now?
6, I think. Yeah.
It's too much to believe that Mikey Boy's out of our life. I hope we're friends for the rest of our lives.
I hope so.
I don't blame you for getting sick of the show. Obviously, I am as well. I blame the negativity on Dave and his posse, and Fez and his posse. The fact that neither one of those guys went to stand. It kills me that you got caught in the middle, though. Hammer, I want you to get off that website. You don't belong there. You're too good of a person. I would like you to talk it over to Just John, sign it over to me and Fez, Vikings funeral.
All right.
And we fucking destroy it once and for all. Because if you guys mistreat Mikey Boy, that's just the worst. That's just the worst. For him to not to fucking appreciate this man, the worst.
I've always appreciated Mikey Boy.
Well, then why'd you let this happen? Why did you and Dave let this happen? Write down a list of people for me that I hate, and then I come into widespread panic. But Dave, and is there any way to have that turn into Fez somehow, like through your writing, like in some kind of a cool acid rock type way? Like it just fades in, so that if you're looking at it one way, it looks like it's Fez, and then you turn it the other way, and it's Dave, like an optical illusion,
right?
You know. And then underneath it, write widespread rules, and also write I loves doing wheelies. One of these, I want you to give it to Rob Cross and see if he wants to, put all this stuff in fucking delete. And then remember that nobody uses it. And go, oh, sorry. This is the last time Mikey Boy will ever listen to this song. Things like that drive me out of my mind. Feels like the good times are over, doesn't it, Fez?
It's a sad day. With Mikey Boy leaving RonFez.net.
Well, you got your way. Congratulations.
It wasn't what I wanted.
And yet it happened. All because of the ugly fighting. So you and Dan LaRoe and Shower Bench can all run off and give each other high 15s. And Dave, you and Casey's little minions can all say we did it. Our wise assness finally crushed a fucking website. Just like you did with FBA before that. One after another. Alright. That is it for us. You guys gonna stay around for widespread?
Sure.
It'll be exciting. Let's make sure no one sees us eating their food. Oh, this is really good. Let's look at the Dave. It kind of goes down into like an S. Fez. Then he came back up with an E and a crazy Z. And then widespread rules, he wrote over it. And I love doing wheelies. First day of school, Benicio. That's it for us.
And we're back. Dave.
Back. Davey Max Tales from the Satellite. Bum, 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 bum. Back. Dave and Robert. All right. That was
I
like
loved it.
Flash by Queen.
I liked it. I knew what you were doing. I'm all over it. I'm glad you didn't do Fat Bottom Girls about it.
I love that song.
Me too. I love Fat Bottom Girls. It's weird that the guy who sang about it didn't.
Well,
just saying.
He liked Liza Minnelli. Freddie
I wonder why. But thankfully, during our commercial break, I didn't say anything to fire you up.
That's
like
right.
Happened on the show. That said, we do have a Ron and Fez trivia challenge. Are you ready?
I can't wait to play this. I'm very excited. And can the people play at home as well?
Yeah.
This is great.
We'll give a pause and then before we reveal.
Well, this is what we should do. If they beat me at home, go into the comment section and say, Dave, I beat you. And I can't say I'm going to give you any tangible prize, but I will at least award you points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So if you beat me right now, head to head, and by the way, it's the honesty policy here. We're not screwing around. We're all gentlemen here. Okay. So we're going by the honesty policy. If you beat me, just say, Davey Mack, I did beat you in the second Ron and Fez trivia game, and I'll award you your 50 points.
And much like you heard in the audio, Dave was a great sport when he did trivia against Fez. He acknowledged the one time Chris Stanley called it wrong.
I play fair. I play fair. When you have confidence in the beast competitor the way I do in myself, you don't need to cheat.
Question number 1.
Okay.
Are you ready, David?
I am.
What was the original name of the Ron and Fez show when it began airing on overnights in February 2000?
RonandFez.com.
Wow. Good for you. Give yourself 10 points. That was fast. I thought that one might throw you for a curve.
Let's go.
Good,
Next.
Good for you.
Next. Come on, I'm feeling it.
Name as many people as you can that Fez Whatley blamed for his heart attack.
Well, I mean, as many people as you can isn't a fucking definitive thing. If you're going to be a game show host, come up with a number.
Name 3 people Fez Whatley blamed.
Mikey D.
That is correct.
Lene.
I don't believe he blamed.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
Mikey D.
Think who's the
Sheepy?
most obvious.
Sheepy.
I
didn't say that.
think that this was a prior heart attack than the one you're thinking of, I believe.
Earl Douglas.
Earl Douglas.
Should I throw an Eastside Dave McDonald in there? I didn't say it. I just asked a question.
Maybe this is part of the reason why Eastside Dave McDonald got his job. One of these people he blamed for a heart attack.
Rory.
Nope.
Wonder Boy.
Nope.
Harry Elvis.
There it is. Harry Elvis. Rob Cross was another answer we would have taken.
Shit.
But those were, we're going to give you 2 of the 3 possible points for
Okay.
that one, Dave. What was the name of the 2004 event that featured boxing matches, a monster toss competition, and Crazy Jen's attempt to eat 50 hard-boiled eggs?
I will say that had to be Ron and Fez. See, this is JFK years, is what this sounds
This
like.
one went back a little deep. 2004.
All right. So JFK years. I'm going to say it's the Ron and Fez Monster Mash.
Unfortunately, no. That was the St. Pat Spat.
Fuck. God damn it.
Who was the recurring character voiced by Fez Whatley that frequently called into the show and often would reference plots from a classic sitcom? Who was the character voiced by Fez Whatley that would call in and often reference points from a classic sitcom?
Who is the person and often who is the character voiced by Fez Whatley and often referenced classic sitcom? I'll say the character was Don Knotts, Mr. Furley.
This was a character on a classic sitcom that Fez did the voice of that would call in and then do things that were the plot of the show that this character, she was
And
on.
it's not Mr. Furley.
It's not Mr. Furley. We're looking for a female character.
Oh my God. Wow, one of the Facts of Life girls.
Nope. Here's a story of a lovely lady who was raising 3 daughters of her own.
She used to call in as Florence Henderson, Mrs. Brady. Alice.
Jan Brady was the answer we were looking for. I gave you as much as I could there.
Jan Brady all the time.
I forgot about that. Sorry about that one. Here's one I think maybe you have a shot at getting.
Yeah.
In a notable trivia contest, ultimately dubbed the Movie Trivia War, who faced off against Fez in a Batman/Star Wars themed trivia contest?
Me, Eastside Dave.
There you go. Give yourself some points.
Fantastic.
What was the name of the Ron and Fez show that made history by being the first scripted drama created exclusively on Instagram?
Say that question again.
What was the name of the Ron and Fez show that made history by being the first scripted series released exclusively on Instagram? This one, kind of like the JFK, might have been post tenure. So we'll give you a
The
little leeway.
first scripted series released on Instagram.
Yep.
And it was on the Ron and Fez show.
It was on the Ron and Fez show. Interestingly, this intern went on to become a producer of the Bennington show. Vito, yep.
Vito
Is the producer. What was the name of his show? You love
Vito
this
Calise.
sketch group?
The-
Kids.
The Vito show.
No, you love this sketch group, Kids in
In the hall.
the Halls. The Halls is the answer.
Oh, the
one.
halls. Gotcha.
That one was a little poster time. I apologize, but
Gotcha.
like you said, the audience at home's playing along, so we wanted to have from all over.
Fair enough.
Who was the executive producer of the Ron and Fez show from 2000 to 2009?
From 2000?
On and off, not consistently.
Earl Douglas.
There you go. That was an easy one.
Yeah.
So this one is a fill in the blank followed by an explanation of the bit. Blank is not a standalone fruit.
Blueberries.
Blueberries are not a standalone fruit. And what was that? That's a great reference from the show. Just give us a brief explanation.
That was Fez saying that the blueberries, they need another food. You have to put them on pancakes or something like that.
Brilliant. And everybody left him hanging, and he became the standalone fruit talking
Well,
about
that's
a standalone
yeah.
fruit.
And then everyone left the studio. So
Yep.
then he was technically the.
You obviously knew that one, but we were just making sure.
I'm doing great.
This one's tough.
Okay.
Which character, voiced by Ron's son, was an 11-year-old who frequently called into the show?
Kenny Allen.
Boom. That was fast. You didn't even let me get the whole question out. I think you get 100 points for that.
I'm the champ. How many more questions? Did I do them all?
We have one more question and then a bonus question.
Okay.
So the final question. What date was the final episode of the Ron and Fez show?
Oh, man. April 1st, 2014.
Close.
April 1st, 2015.
Yeah, there you go.
Am I
why-
right?
That's yep. That is it.
That's pretty good. That was pretty good.
That was amazing. That was. And ready for the
Lots of
bonus
credit
question?
there. I did not embarrass myself right there.
No, you did incredibly well.
Yeah.
Especially you got some questions that weren't even in your tenure.
Yeah, I feel good about that performance.
This is the bonus question, just in case anybody ties you at home.
Okay.
What was the name of the comedy club owned by Ron Bennington and Ross Reback in Clearwater, Florida?
Funnies.
It was, I believe it was Ron Bennington's comedy scene.
Damn it. Shit.
That one was the bonus question for a reason. I didn't even know that one, to be honest.
All
with
right.
you.
Yeah,
You
no,
notice-
that's hard. I'm not sure I actually knew that.
Does he still book that?
No.
Oh, I was hoping.
He doesn't live in Florida. He hasn't lived in Florida in
Do
years.
you think he knows who does? Because
Oh, you?
I don't like that's not where your mind went.
That place is probably a strip club by now.
Great,
That was he owned it decades ago.
You clearly don't know the demographic of club I play. But anyway, that has been our trivia show. I
That
really
was
enjoyed it.
spectacular. I enjoyed every single second of it. I love the trivia shows. I love the trivia episodes of Ron and Fez. Love competing on them. Love listening to them. They're always so much fun, honestly.
I think at some point we'll do a deep dive into the Siren series and as a whole and break down a couple of those because they are so much fun, like you
Let's
said.
do it. I mean, we did some Siren series with the characters, right?
Yes.
Yes, but we haven't done all of the trivia games, and I love the trivia games so much.
Me too. One of my favorite parts of the show.
Yeah.
If you want to keep the fun going, I would say check out Eastside Dave TV on YouTube. Dave, where else can they find your stuff?
Well, listen, Eastside Dave TV on YouTube. It's got all the stuff. You got the older episodes of Davey Max Tales from the Satellite. Obviously, Davey Max Sports Program. The Modern Day Man playlist is up. ready to go. It has all the shorts and the full episodes. You got the Eastside Davidson Wrestling Show, Yaddle Chattel. When Star Wars has something new, Yaddle Chattel is my Star Wars podcast where I review whatever's being played. You know, we do that when there's a new show or a movie out, so on and so forth. So go check everything out and enjoy your life.
I love that message. I'm going to say check out Modern Day Man Show and enjoy your life. Okay, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on Davey Mac's Tales from the Satellite.
See ya!
You know, I'm a fan of the graffiti because I was an old school graffiti artist myself. My specialty was the peace sign, just the word the who, the backwards SWAT sticker, I'd draw the road runner, just the word the who, repent 13, the word the who. Yeah, those type of things.
It's a guerrilla movement, that's the way it goes, and it's the art of getting up, getting known, and then you take that vehicle and you go other places once they know you.
The higher you can tag something, the more respect you're going to get. The more outlandish you tag, the more respect you're going to get in the community.
I know a person, everywhere they go, they tag, Mighty Horse rocks the fat ass. Mighty Horse rocks the fat ass.
Mighty Horse rocks the fat ass. Mighty Horse rocks the fat ass. Mighty Horse rocks the fat ass. Mighty Horse rocks the fat ass.
When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass. When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass.
Everybody else can live by the rules, except for the graffiti artists. When you see the Mighty Horse rocks, you don't spell rocks R-O-X.
When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass.
What about my tag, Monkey House? I pronounce it like this, Monkey House.
When Monkey House rocks, he rocks a fat ass. When Monkey House rocks, he rocks a fat ass.
Monkey House! Because that's the name I tag with. Monkey House of D-Sippers.
When Monkey House rocks, he rocks the D-Sippers. When Monkey House rocks, he rocks the D-Sippers.
Mighty Horse rocks the fat ass.
Mighty Horse rocks the fat ass.
When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass. When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass.
Mighty Horse rocks the fat ass. Alright, then here's what I want you to do. I want you to get a plane and tag the sky.
Shot a boo, Greg.